Yeah, we're going to step up right now and dive into another conversation, someone that has grabbed the bull by the horns. Now, listen, as a nation, we have incredible minds and, let's be honest, creatives bursting with potential. And someone making us proud on the international scale is a young woman, and she's only in her 20s. We're talking about Santi Naidoo, who has a BA from UCT and graduated cum laude with a postgraduate degree in film and television studies. Look at these titles just rolling in. Now, she has been living in LA. I'm talking about Los Angeles for the past 2.5 years. An American Film Institute thesis film, Misalignment, has done the festival circuit along with her short Jerome, which was recently up for consideration for the 96th Academy Awards. Yes, you are hearing this correctly. I think we need to put our hands together for this incredible soul. That's insane. Santi, how are you doing this morning?
Good, and yourself?
I'm fantastic. I'm like just getting excited. I'm getting inspired. I'm like, what? South Africans are doing these things? And I should stop doubting myself actually when I say that, because the bar's been set and I think we deserve these accolades. But let's take it to the beginning. Film, why were you drawn to this? Why did you try and make a career out of this? How, who, what, why, where, when? This is a crazy decision, but I'm here for it.
Film started really early on for me.
Okay.
I think I always loved photography and capturing images and people's stories. I think that always inspired me. It was until high school when I really was like, oh, okay, this is a lot more than just a hobby. It's something that I'm passionate about. I got to be on the film crew and do all the fun little things that you do in high school. And then when it was time to apply for university, it was, okay, now I have to actually look at things realistically. In South Africa, the creative arts are very much underfunded and a difficult industry to get into. So I was like, let me not put all my eggs in one basket, and I did a couple of other majors at UCT, but film was one of them because I wanted it to be an option. From there, I did my honors degree at UCT as well, and then applied during the pandemic to the American Film Institute in LA to just further my studies after I'd done some work in South Africa and just wanted to touch the international market a little bit more.
And you got the stamp of approval, clearly, right? I mean, not to speak of the challenges and the negativities behind the industry, but there are a lot of challenges, right? It's not that easy to just, okay, I'll apply and go pop into LA. It's not that simple. I mean, that's just one of the steps that you have to go through. But you're someone that has already, I think, achieved so much. You're just getting started, but I think you've got a good recipe. Talk to me about some of the other challenges that you've already had to overcome. And I feel like you're just still getting started in this game.
Yeah, I think a big thing of especially trying to make it in the international scene is that you're really far from home and what's familiar. So a lot of things are new and you're discovering a lot about yourself, but also about the rest of the world. I think a lot of it also as a young person of color, it can be tough in an industry that is so predominantly like racially fueled and has historically in South Africa been something that's really intense. I think it is now moving into a space where it's becoming a little easier, but it is still very difficult to reach those really higher marks. But I think it's starting at a grassroots level in South Africa, and we're seeing more media programs in schools and stuff like that, which is what really sets up the young people to be able to look forward to making it overseas and trying to build a career in the arts for themselves. So.
And you've got to constantly keep chipping away.
Yes.
And you sometimes get rewarded when you chase your passion, when you find that talent and you exercise it, and you execute it in such a beautiful way. I mean, let's talk about this short, Jerome. This is huge. Was I correct in saying that it was nominated for what I believe is, or considered for an Oscar at least? Or this is like, are you aware of this? Did you have to pinch yourself when you realized this moment was like, real? Me? My short film? Or like, what was that feeling like?
It takes a bit to realize how long and how much it takes to get considered for an Oscar. There's a whole bunch of festivals and a whole bunch of processes that you have to go through. And when it did happen, it was kind of like, oh, this is real. This has actually happened. And we're moving on into this thing, and hopefully the project goes further than that, but that alone was something really exciting.
That alone was something really exciting, and I think for your entire career, it's something exciting. I'm so looking forward to whatever else you touch, because I feel like it's just going to turn to gold. I feel like one day I'm going to put out a manifestation there that I get to work with you in the acting space, doing something incredible.
Anytime.
So let's make this happen for sure. I want to quickly ask you a question, though, because we have you, we have your talent and your energy. Any advice for those aspiring filmmakers, those that want to get into the scene, that have now seen that it's possible and seen someone like you pave the way? What advice do you have for them?
I think to just make things. We make things and they're bad, and then we get discouraged from making things again. I think to go out with your friends and find your people that work well with you in that environment, and to just continuously chip away at making something that is exciting to you, then that's a good way to start. Eventually, after making things so many times over, hopefully one time you make something that's really good.
It's not a matter of hope, it's a matter of time. If you keep doing this, then of course it's going to happen. Thank you so much again for coming through.
Thank you.
I look forward to the next few projects that you definitely will be working on, and purely nothing but the best of success.
Thank you.
For you, Santi, of course, this is the inspiration we came for. I'm grateful that these journeys get to be shared, but I'm grateful that we still have so much more to look forward to right now, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.